What is up, guys? Welcome to the video. We are doing an old-fashioned Q&A today, man. Thank you to everybody that answered your questions. I am 2 days out from moving, which means I am happy. You notice how empty this room is? Remember all the shelves? Remember everything in here? It's literally just moving boxes, a couple random pipes, scissors, some tape, but that's about it. I'm excited, I'm pumped, and yeah, let's get down to these questions, man. Let's go. Actually, hold up. Before we get to the questions, you know what we gotta do. You guys ready? Are you ready? Let's do it! Yeah! My mom the other day actually asked me if I recorded the Let's Do It part like once and used the audio every time I do it because it sounds the same all the time. I'm like, no, I'm just gifted. I'm in a great mood today, guys. Perfect for a Q&A. So I'm gonna start off with the question. I got this question multiple times and multiple people. From Antonio ENR, he asks, are you and Grant still friends? I would like to think so. I haven't spoken to him in person in probably like a month and a half. We've messaged a little bit on social media. You know, it's tricky, man, when you have a business and you also work with your best friends. Like, it makes things extremely difficult, man, you know? And like, our lives are kind of moving in two different directions. Like I said, I move in 2 days with Ank all the way down to Houston, Texas. He lives here. I believe him and his girlfriend are about to start living together. He's engaged. Yeah, it's actually not even a girl. He's engaged, his fiance. He's in love, man, and he's got his own business doing graphic design. He's killing it right now. Even though we haven't spoke, I've been super busy. He's been super busy. And like I said, we have exchanged messages. Woo! Let's drop my phone. I wish him nothing but the best, man. That was one of my best friends, and I would like to say that we are still friends, but we both got a lot going on, and yeah, I wish him nothing but the best, though. For real, Grant's a good dude. Thank you for your question, man. From James B. Cardi, he asks, what's the best way to look extra shredded before a beach day or event? All right, I think the best bet is to just get shredded in general, so you don't really have to do any magic tricks leading up to it. But if it was me, let's say I was going to the beach on a Friday, and Monday I found out, and I had to get as lean as I possibly could, I would probably drop my carbs pretty low. So I drop my carbs probably to 50 to 75 grams a day, keep my fat around 50 grams, eat about 230 grams of protein. I would do 40 minutes of cardio every single day fasted, gallon of water a day. I would do minimal salt, everything. I would just like do the leanest, most hardcore cardio, low carb, deplete all my glycogen stores, get as lean as I possibly could. And then the day before, I'd probably carb load with a lot of white rice, some simpler types of carbs, easily digestible. So I would carb up a little bit, add a little bit more salt, and then boom, cut my water a little bit, and then I would show up extra lean. Although that's like competition style stuff. I mean, you could do that for the beach. I feel like your best bet though is to simply follow a diet for a while, train, don't eat like an a-hole half the time, and then when it is beach time, you're always good. Like right now, I'm cool to go to a beach, a pool, whenever. And I remember on past diets, it would be like I would get lean, then I would rebound on my weight back, and then like I would be ashamed of what I looked like, right? But like my new goal, I think, is to just live lean all the time. That way it's never like, well, let me diet down for this. Let me diet down for this, because I feel like that creates a bad cycle in your head where you're like, oh, okay, well, I know I got the beach coming, I can do a 4-week crazy cut. But I think long-term diet sustainability is the most important part. Thank you for your question, man. From Adam Clayton, can you lose weight while lifting? Can you cardio while lifting heavy? People tell me I can't diet and get stronger, but I have 30 pounds to shed. Is that true? You can most certainly lose weight while lifting. Heck, I'm doing it right now. Can you cardio while lifting heavy? Of course you can. Nothing's stopping you. You can definitely get stronger while you're dieting. A lot of it has to do with how long you've been lifting for, how experienced of a lifter are you. If you've been at it for 5-6 years, then it's definitely gonna be a lot harder to get stronger while you're dieting. But if you're a newbie and you're generally in there and you have a lot of weight to lose and you're eating in a deficit and lifting, your body has plenty of energy. Your deficit isn't even as real because you have all this available energy stored on you. If you got 30 pounds to lose, I wouldn't overthink it. That's the biggest thing. At the end of the day, it's calories in versus calories out. Realistically, whatever diet you do, as long as your protein is high enough, there have been studies that have shown, as long as your protein is the constant and it's high enough, it doesn't matter where the extra calories come from. Do they come from fat in like a keto diet, or do they come from carbs with a lower fat diet? It doesn't matter at the end of the day. Get your protein up, fill your macros out however you want, be in that deficit, and you are going to see results. At the end of the day, that's it. High protein is the best for body composition. If I were you, I wouldn't overthink it. I would go in, lift whatever weight you want to lift, do your cardio, create that deficit, and grind it out. Consistency is always the #1 thing. So there's a lot of bro science out there. At the end of the day, follow your plan, and you're gonna be good to go. go. Thanks for your question. From Pennington01, what would be your best advice to a bigger guy who has lost close to 50 pounds in just a few months and is wanting to lose more? I watch all your videos and love the advice you give. You're a big help and inspiration. Hey, thank you so much, man, and congrats. I'm gonna set that phone on the ground because it keeps falling off my knee and interrupting me. Congrats on your 50 pounds, man. What that tells me is that you already got the mindset to get it done, right? So what I would say, moving forward, any advice I would give is you just gotta keep going. That's it. At the end of the day, you just consistency. I preach consistency all the time, and that's not even with just diet. That's with everything. Are you trying to start a business? You gotta be working on that every single day. Are you trying to lose weight? You gotta be in your deficit every single day. You're trying to build a house? If you want it done fast, you better be there every single day working on it. So it's consistency. It looks like you already got it down. The hard part, like learning about it, doing it, and getting it done, that's already solved, right? That's not even a problem anymore. So now you just gotta stay consistent. You stay consistent, and you're good to go. And you can take that principle and apply it to any other part of your life, and you're gonna see positive benefits from it. Consistency, hard work, dedication, that's how you do it, man. Congrats again, thanks for your question. Woo. Most uncomfortable stool I own. This is the last thing I have to sit on in this house. Everything else is gone. Come on. From Regilio Ibarra, when's your next music project coming out? I need some new music in my playlist. That is a great question, man. It's actually like done, basically. It still needs to be mixed. I'm actually working with different engineers this time, so it still needs mixed, and I got one more song to finish. Unfortunately, my whole studio room is packed up, so my goal is get down there, set all that up, finish recording, and put that project out. Because I've sat on some of these songs for so long that like even I'm getting bored of them, so I need to just have this out, be done. That way I can move clean slate, new city, new vibes, new everything, and just like work on getting better and creating the best stuff I can, man. At the end of the day, that's all I want. Thanks for your question, bro. Appreciate the support on the music too, man. Appreciate the support on that. From Chris LaCour, long-time subscriber, I recognize that name. When in a calorie deficit for fat loss, how do you take your mind off thinking of food all day, and how do you get rid of the groggy, crappy feeling that you feel from it? Will eventually go away or what? Haha, thanks, Trem. As always, keep the great work. I've been with you since the start. That's what I thought, man. All right, so we're talking about calorie deficit, that phone down there, being in one for a while and you get that tired, achy feeling. So I'm gonna be real with you guys right now. Today, I am actually in a really good mood. I'm full of energy, I'm feeling good. What I noticed when I'm following strict macros every single day was that Wednesday is my rest day from the gym, Tuesday being back day. So that's when I do all my heavy back movements. That's typically a day that like exhausts me more than others, right? I woke up Wednesday, didn't go to the gym, like I said, rest day, but I felt like I was in a foggy cloud all day. I couldn't think, I had no energy, and that was ironically enough the same day I started packing everything up and moving. So not only was my body already beat up after that session, right? I needed a rest day, I'm in a deficit, but I was moving furniture and everything all by myself, carrying, packing boxes, doing all this work. And then yesterday was Thursday, I woke up and I was even more exhausted. And unfortunately, when you are in a deficit for a long time, man, it just kind of comes with the territory. I find that I don't really experience it until I get about as lean as I am right now, and then it really starts hitting me. My body really needs energy, and a lot of the slow lethargic feeling that you're experiencing comes from metabolic adaptation. You lose a certain amount of weight, your body starts getting used to those calories. Your body, as a survival mechanism, will slow your metabolism down to try to conserve energy. Your total daily energy expenditure, or the amount of calories that your body needs in a day, can go down by quite a bit when you're in a deficit for a while. Things like random fidgety movements, like the amount of involuntary movements you don't even think about that burn calories, or even like things like your sex drive, all can go down when you're in a deficit. So the thing is, it doesn't have to be permanent. The goal is get down to where you want to be and then reverse diet out of it. Right at the end of a diet, your body is more susceptible to putting on fat and gaining weight. So the goal is, once you get to the end of the diet, the second diet starts, the reverse diet. You're slowly raising your calories and you're gonna find your baseline and follow that. So technically the diet never really ends if you want to like maintain that physique but still feel really good. And that's the pursuit I'm on right now. I wanna finish this cut, reverse diet out of it, and then just be good and maintain a good look all the time. I think that's my new goal. Because in the past, man, I've always dieted so hard for these goals, gotten so lean, and then at the end of it, I just go binge for a week and I gain half of the weight I lost back in like 3 days. And that's real. That has really happened. And that's something I'm going to avoid this time around, because I feel great other than when I'm a little tired, you know, but I feel good. And I think I'm just a better version of Remington when I am like this. So appreciate the question, man. Hope that answered it. From Shermo, what's the funniest thing or weirdest thing that happened while you were recording but you edited it out, if anything at all? I mean, I'm a pretty weird dude. So a lot of weird stuff happens all the time, but if I had to say one thing that I could not put in a video was after the Arnold Classic one year, we went out with Chris Jones, all of the pump chasers. We had VIP at this club. First time I'd ever done VIP. It's one of the wildest nights of my life. I got shit-faced drunk. Nava the Beast was there. Eric the Electric was there. There was just so many people, and we were all just partying it up, and we all got really drunk. And there are some things that happened in that VIP section that I can't even speak of. It was wild. I remember at one point the camera came out, and I had someone come up to me and say, "Hey, you can't upload any of this." And I was like, "All right, yeah. I mean, you know how that goes, man. Some secrets are best left buried, you know." So yeah, that was top of my head. That was definitely that. Appreciate your question, Shermo. From Adam Toth. Rem, since this is the last video in this kitchen and we won't have to see that dent on the fridge anymore, can you tell us a story of how it happened? LOL. Jesus. All right, why not? I was having a party at my house one night, right? And a lot of times we'd go out drinking, we'd go out to the bar, and if any of my partiers out there know how this is, you're out, you're drinking, 2:30 hits, and you do not want that party to end. And normally for me, it was because like I was kind of dieting all the time, so Saturday nights was my cheat night / drink night, so I'd get all that sugar from the alcohol in me, and I just like had unlimited energy, right? So normally I'd tell everybody to come back to my house afterwards for the party. So a bunch of people came back. We were all on my back porch, kind of standing there talking, and this guy had just started lifting, and he was a pretty big dude, but he wasn't like defined at all, but he just started lifting, and he started saying things to me like, "Oh, you give me 4," because I was like talking him up. I was telling him like, "Dude, you got great genetics." I was trying to motivate him and stuff like that. He got a little drunk, started talking some crap. He's like, "Man, you give me 4 weeks, I'm gonna look way bigger than you, way better than you. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that." Keep in mind, it's not like that shouldn't have offended me at all, but I was blackout drunk, and the next thing I knew, I swung on this dude, hit him in the eye, knocked him off my porch. He wasn't getting back up. I like did it and didn't even realize I did it. So like I walked back inside, all my friends walk in, and then he had like 2 girls with him, and they came in like, "What are you doing? Blah, blah, blah." I was just drunk. Somewhere along the line, I ended up, boom, hitting my fridge. Yeah, not my proudest moment. I try not to fight. I try not to drink that much, because when I do, that's like the side of Rem I don't like, is the one that wants to just fight. But you know, you live and learn, man. I bought him a tub of pre-workout, and I came into the gym he came in the gym like 3 days later, and he had a big black eye, and I gave him a tub of pre-workout I bought on like eBay and said sorry. And we're cool now, you know, but things happen when you're drunk sometimes, man. Things happen. Hopefully that answers it. Thanks, Adam. Jordan Gadd. In all your time as a YouTuber, to someone who inspires others, what is your fondest memory creating content? Probably when we went out to LA and made those vlogs, either LA or the Miami vlogs. Those are old school Team Dry Scoop vlogs. Really, any of those videos in the beginning of it, when everything seems so simple. Just meet up with my friends. I wasn't worried about angles, music, saying the wrong thing, offending people, clickbait. I wasn't worried about none of that. I just made my videos with my friends, having a good time. Those are definitely the best times, for sure. I miss them, for real. Thanks, Jordan, for your question. From Jeremy Vincent, did you pick Texas because of all the other mega YouTubers that live there currently? Actually, Texas wasn't even on my radar. I never thought I would move to Texas. The reason I'm moving to Texas is because Ankrum wants to move to Texas. Ankrum had taken a trip down there with a friend, and he checked it all out, and he was like, "This is actually really cool down here." So me and him took a trip, and at this point, I just wanted to move. So I didn't really care. I was like, you know what? I want to be out of where I'm at so bad that I'd move to the North Pole if I had to. I just gotta go. I gotta get away. I will say though that it is a benefit that some of those people are there. Not that the goal is to like network or anything, but I guess one of the things in my head was like, well, if they can live there, right, and they don't mind it, then I shouldn't mind it, right? Pretty simple guy, man. Just give me an internet connection, an Xbox, and a flat screen, and I'm straight. Thanks, Jeremy, for your question. From Frederick Reyes Jr., best food appetite suppressant. Shout out from Fred Reyes. What's up, bro? I think the best appetite suppressant you're gonna get is just from eating vegetables. That's it. Eat your leafy green vegetables, man, or your cruciferous vegetables. Get some broccoli in there, some asparagus, some zucchini, volume foods, some spinach, things like that add a lot of gut fill, but not very many calories. Like today, all my carbs in my meal plan are basically gone, so I'm gonna have like a pound of zucchini before I go to bed with a lot of meat. For me, that's extremely filling, and it helps me kind of get through. I feel like I'm eating a lot, I got a lot to eat, I'm full afterwards, but I'm not adding those calories in. That has been probably the biggest game changer on this cut, is I've eaten so many more veggies. It's unreal. Thanks, Fred, for your question. From Matt G. Sometimes I struggle in reaching my macros whilst not going over my calories. If I hit my macros, will it hurt going 100 calories or so over, or am I better off hitting my calories and coming short on the macros? Macros and calories are the exact same thing. Macros always add up to calories. There's no such thing as being under on macros, over on calories, under on macros. It's impossible. They add up to the same thing. Every gram of fat is 9 calories, every gram of protein is 4 calories, every gram of carbs is 4 calories. If you're tracking in MyFitnessPal, nutrition labels are notorious for telling you there's less calories in the food than there actually is. So you're logging in there and they're advertising 200 calories, but what they're doing is taking the 7 grams of fiber, subtracting that, and that's turning into 28 less calories on the package. They're also rounding that number. So my daily calories on my phone, I'm eating about 2,100 calories right now. It almost always says 1,950 for some reason, but as long as you hit your macros, you know you're doing it right. So macros over calories any day. Thanks, Matt, for your question. Final question from Big Kevin McCarty. This guy's actually local here, and he's gonna be one of the people I'm really gonna miss from here. The few that I'm really gonna miss. He says, 100 years from now, when Remington has left this earth, what is the one most important thing you want to be remembered for? Man, I would say I want to be remembered for trying my hardest and making a difference. That's it. And that doesn't just have to be a difference like online with people and nutrition and things like that. That's like a difference to people close to me, to my family, being a positive influence on people, and just leaving the world a better place than when I got here, I guess. I don't know. There's a lot of people that do what I do on YouTube. They do the fitness thing, they preach about it, and one thing for me was like when I first discovered that I could eat a certain way and work out a certain way, and I could have abs that I never had my entire life off of doing that, I felt like I discovered a secret. I felt like there was this like magic thing that I discovered that I could just go share with people and change their lives too, because it made me like a completely different person. Like I am so much more confident now than I ever was. I have way more self-esteem. I love myself more. I feel better. I move better. That's really what I've tried to do here, is like share that with people, man. So you know, I would love to think that I changed some lives or something, as cliche as that sounds. But yeah, just be remembered for trying my hardest, man, and doing my best. You know, we all mess up every now and again, but I've always had nothing but good intentions. Thank you for your question, Kevin. Appreciate everybody that commented and left a question. If you didn't get your question answered, don't worry, because I'll be doing another one of these eventually. So pay attention, watch all the videos. That's the best way to do it. Do not forget, smash that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and hopefully by the time the next video comes, I will be in my new house and we can do a new tour and we can check it all out. Not gonna lie, I'm a little anxious, a little stressed, but I am excited for the future, man. Appreciate all of y'all for watching this video, and I will see y'all at the next one. See you guys.